left the gun, right? So
Yeah.
it's hard to unhear that.
Yeah, of course. And you think that's not intentional? It happens all the time.
Of course.
Like, oops, we accidentally said something.
Right.
You know,
Like
released something, whatever. I take it back.
Nate is planning to have a sex change operation in a month. Oops, I'm sorry, that's not correct. But see, now everybody thinks that you might have a sex change operation. So when he comes back in a month and goes, "Hi, I'm Nate. I just love big, strong men like you, Brian." I don't know. I got carried away.
Okay.
All right. So, what do you want? You want to say anything else about that? No, really.
Not really.
No, really.
What
She shouldn't have said that.
No, probably not. Probably shouldn't have. She certainly has the right to.
But I think she's 103 or something. So
yeah, potentially.
You get to the point. I'm pushing 60, and I don't really care what I say or do. It doesn't affect me too much anymore. And I think she's getting to that point. Well, screw it.
She's only 83.
Are you kidding me?
She was born in Brooklyn, New York City, New York, in March 15th, 1933.
She looks. This is.
You know, you're really beautiful.
That's what Trump said to her.
I don't think he did.
So what?
She went to Columbia Law School.
Yeah, I know all that stuff. I know
She's
where.
got 2 children. Husband Martin Ginsberg.
Oh my God. Her maiden name is Bader. Her father's name was Master. And
no.
Anyways,
that's not true, and it's not hyphenated like you thought it was. But
what is it?
Okay. Nothing.
It can't be hyphenated?
No.
You got the joke about Master Bader, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So anyways, poor form. But I think it's the point where she doesn't care. If they want to... What are they going to do to her? You can't fire them.
Right. That's the thing. You can't.
You can have them killed, but you can't fire them.
Right.
Whew. All right. Then you have another federal judge. This is old news, but there was a federal judge that came out and said, "I don't see any value in studying the Constitution." I mean, I'm a federal judge, and my job is to uphold the Constitution and make decisions based on constitutionality. But his quote was, "I see absolutely no value to a judge of spending decades, years, months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, or seconds studying the Constitution."
Yeah, certainly not seconds.
Or the history of its enactment, its amendments, and its implementations. Who is this jerk? Oh, Richard...
Mr.
Posner. 7th Circuit Judge. Where is that? 7th Circuit. Don't tell me that's the California one.
It's got to be.
9th. That's 9th Circuit.
Yeah, that's 9th. So it's close to there.
I don't... It's just a couple
2 away. Yeah, it's just 2 away.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's, at least, I don't know, Missouri?
Montana, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I really don't know. You want me to look it up?
If you want.
I don't.
His philosophy is he considered by many to be one of the most influential legal thinkers around today. But again, doesn't a federal judge, shouldn't they take an oath? They do take an oath, I think. And anyways, I don't know. So what do you base your decisions on?
Genesee County? I think I'm in the wrong.
You're the wrong 7th Circuit. That's a Michigan 7th Circuit. What does a judge do? What does he use to make rulings and make decisions?
His own opinion and feelings about things?
I guess that's it. And that's an activist judge, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we don't want those kind of judges.
We don't. The liberals do. They love them. Well, it depends on what the issue is, but they tend to be liberals, the ones that don't like to follow the Constitution, kind of by definition. But this guy will remain a judge.
But this is what he said. This is what Trump said he did.
I said, "Be at my wedding," and she came to my wedding.
To the judge?
That was Ginsberg.
Wow. You found a new toy, and you won't... I
won't stop playing with it.
You won't stop playing with it, so...
All right.
Hey,
we're just trying to kill time.
No, this is really good news, and it's it's the right move for this guy. Do you remember that super duper duper anti-establishment presidential candidate, Bernie Sanders?
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, well he was the Colonel Sanders dude that yelled a lot.
Still not.
Yeah, and he was completely anti-establishment, Clinton, anti-money,
Nope.
all of that.
Not ringing a bell.
Okay.
Who?
Moving on.
No, who?
Nobody.
Tell me.
I'm not telling you.
Teach me.
Nope.
Nate.
What's next?
I got nothing. Well, we could do a Loretta Lynch. This was shortly after the FBI said that.
Well, it was shortly after she.
No, the FBI said that Clinton, she might have technically broken some laws, but she didn't really mean to, so we're not going to indict her in any kind of way. And that was just a couple days after Bill Clinton met with the Attorney General, Loretta Lynch. And what went on there, we don't know, right? It was supposed to be a secret meeting, but somebody...
Well, they talked about their grandchildren.
I'm sure that's what happened. And like, you got a beautiful smile on you. But anyways, Republicans not having we're not satisfied. They had a truck with that, right? So they started asking Loretta some questions, and this is a couple of questions that she was asked in a congressional hearing.
Is it legal or illegal to provide access to somebody who doesn't have the requisite security clearance to view classified material?
To provide access?
Yeah.
Again, I'd need more facts on the hypothetical, but I would look at a number of things, and depending upon how you reviewed it, it could go any number of ways.
Any number of ways.
Is it legal or illegal to store, house, or retain classified information in a non-secure location?
Again, I would refer you to the statute. One could, in fact, have liability. Again, depending upon the nature and facts and
Do you
circumstances.
have any examples of where it's legally acceptable to retain classified information in a non-secure location?
I don't have a hypothetical answer for that.
Is it legal or illegal to provide false testimony under oath?
There are a number of statutes that cover that, both at the federal and state level. There are a number of ways in which that could be found.
There's a difference between prosecuting.
Let's do a little sidestep.
Well, she's a lawyer.
Right.
And whether it's legal or illegal. You know, these questions are pretty simple. And we've got millions of people with security clearance. How are they supposed to go through the gyrations that you've laid out in order to make a simple determination?
Congressman, if we had a specific fact situation or fact pattern,
we do!
it would be reviewed.
I'm just
when
asking,
it
is
comes to a
it
hypothetical situation,
it
would be unfair to come up with a blanket answer to someone without reviewing all the facts of their situation.
I'll stop that. What she said in this, and it might be coming up, I don't know, but she said, I'm not going to discuss Hillary Clinton's case at all. At all. And that's what, would be a specific example.
That's the reason she's there.
But she's not going to discuss that, all right.
I'm asking if it's legal or illegal to share classified information with somebody who doesn't have a security clearance.
Again, I would refer you to the appropriate statutes, and I'd refer you to the facts of every situation. It would be unfair to give a blanket answer to every hypothetical.
Why aren't we telling all the federal employees and contractors who have access to classified information, those in our military, why aren't we telling them, you can't do this, it's against the law? Why can't you say that?
We give them guidance. Again, every agency does. We give them examples. We give them information as to how to make those decisions. We show them. And again, every information provides, every agency provides that.
Why is the law not sufficient guidance? You believe, is there a flaw in the law? Or is there a suggestion on the law? I mean,
I don't have a comment on the state of the law. My answer is that
somebody asked me to consult or the Attorney General. And I think you're sending a terrible message to the world, to those people who are trying to make some simple decisions. The lack of clarity that you give to this body, the lack of clarity on this
is amazing. So, well, I mean, that's all I have. So, the thing is, these are all yes and no answers, basically. Is it against the law to share information? Yes. That's what she should have said. But she's like, oh, I'm juggling here. I'm juggling. It depends on all kinds of situations. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Help me here. Here. Hup, 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 hup.
But to be an advocate for the devil,
okay.
Do you think the law is that clear?
That's strange.
Yeah, I think the law is fairly clear on
Yeah.
that. And she could have come out as an attorney general and say, yeah, it's generally against the law to do this or that. But she didn't want to do that because she knows she screwed up.
Right.
This is what Trump had to say about her.
I just want them to suffer.
All right. So, no comments on that? You think she did a good job?
I think she did great.
Uh-huh.
Look, she's a lawyer, and she
Gowdy asked
knows better than to answer the questions.
Some similar questions and got the same answer.
Yep.
I just want to smack her.
That's not nice.
Is that so wrong?
I bet if you said, is it legal or illegal for Brian to smack you, she would say illegal.
Illegal right away.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Right.
And she would prosecute you just for thinking it.
Right. She would have me shot right then.
Do you think that's why Bernie Sanders endorsed Hillary Clinton? He was worried about
you keep mentioning
about
this
being
guy.
Killed.
This Bernie Sanders guy.
Is that
you keep
what you
mentioning
think?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Who is he?
You do think so?
What? Say it again. Ask the question again, please.
No.
No, do it because
you're annoying.
Our people want to know. All right. We're coming up on a break. Hopefully, we'll have a guest. But first, what do we have?
I don't know.
We have This Day in History, and we have a trivia question.
Okay.
So before the break, let's do This Day in History and get it out of the way, right?
Yeah.
So today is July 14th. In 1881, Sheriff Pat Garrity shoots Henry McCarty. Do you know who that is? Henry McCarty?
I do.
Who is it?
He
also known as AKA. Go ahead.
He has McCarty rum.
No, not even close. Not he didn't play in some kind of pop band either.
Paul McCarty?
Paul McCarty. Henry McCarty, also known as Billy the Kid, shot him to death at the Maxwell Ranch in New Mexico. Now, Sheriff Pat Garrett, who had been tracing the kid for 3 months after the gunslinger had escaped from prison only days before his scheduled execution, he got a tip that Billy was holed up with friends. While Billy was gone, Garrett waited in the dark in his bedroom, and when Billy entered, Garrett shot him to death. Unfortunately, it wasn't Billy. it was the bellhop that was bringing up some champagne and caviar for Henry McGarity.
Bummer.
Apparently, Billy had committed at least 17, maybe 20 murders. He ran away to New Mexico. He made a deal with the governor of Mexico that he would give testimony against cattle rustlers in exchange for immunity. But he was worried that the governor would go against that, so he escaped, killed a few more guys, and was caught again by Sheriff Pat Garrett. He brought him in to stand trial. Judge sentenced him to hang until you're dead, dead, dead. And Billy reportedly responded, and you can go to hell, hell, hell. 2 weeks.
How'd that work?
Yeah, it didn't work out so
Oh, okay.
So it was 2 weeks to his execution. He escaped, and I told you what happened. So on this day in 1881, go ahead. Where's the crickets?
Happened?
He got shot and killed in his bedroom in a hotel room. All right. So before we go to break, you want to do this? This is just a simple trivia.
Okay.
And it's monetary.
Ooh, $7.
$7 bill.
Come on, what is it?
Oh,
hurry up.
On the reverse side of the $100 bill.
Ooh, the White House.
It's Ben Franklin. What president was he? He was like the 50th president?
Third president.
What time is shown on the Independence Hall clock? It's not the Capitol. What'd you say?
1776. I said the White House.
No, Independence Hall clock is in the engraving. And what time does the clock say? $100 bill.
That's a good one.
President Benjamin Franklin.
Pull the hundreds out of your wallets, your listeners, and
hopefully
take a look.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back with Tom Lambert, president of Michigan Open Carry, after the break.
Lock it in. and rip the knob.